Okay, good morning, friends, and frenemies. Today is day 31, August the 12th, 2024, and we are doing AA integration with ALANON. Now, it's really important to understand that teenagers are not, like the Alateen is not part of the AA program, but it's fits in nicely with the youth programs in the community. So I just wanted to talk a little bit more about the community food bank, cooperative housing, blending homes and incomes, families and strangers when you have room renters. So for example, if you're a family of 6 and you have 2 rooms to rent at $500 each, but you can't include food, they may have to go off to the food bank. And they'll ask you a couple of questions like, what's your income, who owns the house where you reside, what's the address, and do you have any allergies? Now, with the onset of the internet, we're looking for lighter words like alcoholic and suicide and death and stuff, things that we want to say more cohesively, like unalive, left the planet, seeking sobriety, an allergy to alcohol. Those kinds of things are going to come into play when you collect your food bank haul at the Salvation Army or any community food bank. Now, another place that is local that we're very grateful for is Safe and Sound Warming Center overnight and Cooling Center in the summer. Now, this opens and closes on a regular basis. So you might want to give them a call at 519-470-7233 and see where they're at. That's at Gray County. Bruce County, as far as I know, doesn't have anything similar that they're operating. One thing that you may, anywhere you go, you're not looking for a payphone anymore. Certainly you are looking for the password is. So there should be a sign on the wall. There should be some indicator that you can connect your device. With gratitude, of course, we have computers, technology, all kinds of the internet, things that we have to adjust for. But that doesn't change the needs of the family. Food, table, shelter, clothing, school, transportation, and the homeowner might not share how much their income is or why they're looking for. They may just want to provide or have the space to provide 2 rooms, and it could be family, friends, grandma, grandpa, cousins, step, half, older adults. And at the Salvation Army, you will need to sign a privacy policy for all the adults over the ages of 18. Now, in preparation yesterday for today, I decided to practice my Reiki symbols in my ODAT and my Courage to Change book, and I would suggest that maybe that's something that you want to do. You could even put them on blocks of wood. This is a very interesting art piece. I was thinking of maybe putting my Reiki symbols on these blocks of wood. And once again, I just want to remind you, there's a couple of areas for quitting smoking if that's what you're looking for. The Canadian Cancer Society puts out a brochure, and telehealth also. And that number, telehealth, is for registered nurse, registered dietitian, and smoking cessation, 1-866-797-40. And they just encourage you to give them a call. They look, I think they're like a call center probably, and they'll either refer you or they'll have a database, knowledge base to reference you. August the 12th from the ODAT. It's difficult to overcome the habit of setting standards for our spouses and expecting them to be followed. Unfortunately, this may continue even after the alcoholic is sober in AA. We figure out what the results of his sobriety should be in changed attitudes and behaviors, and when things don't work out the way we expect, we're frustrated and angry. I must teach myself to leave my partner to God and to his friends in AA. I must learn not to expect or demand. I will look forward and appreciate his positive and desirable actions and not concentrate on the negative. I must be more open and truthful with my needs and the needs that are not being met, as well as the expectations, and not to set them too high. Often in Al-Anon, what our job is to do once somebody is seeking sobriety, since we're protecting their anonymity, is also to take all those challenges out of their way. And those things can mount up: laundry, food, shopping, gas, cars, grass cutting, getting the kids to school and daycare, making sure they're well fed and well taken care of while I'm at work. I will not look for perfection in another person until I have attained perfection myself. Since I will never have perfection, I will only seek progress. This is the message in AA and Al-Anon, is that we're not seeking perfection. We're not looking for the anal retentive box tickers that need their forms filled out properly, like the court systems in the hospitals, but we're only looking for one day at a time and progression. From the Courage to Change, a particular incident reminds me of the scene of surrender that I feel when I truly take the third step and turn my will and my life over to God's care. Some years ago, my sister discovered that she had a brain tumor. Her initial diagnosis was dire, also fortunately inaccurate. When I heard about, let me just skip ahead here. I grew increasingly impatient with her choices until I read a commentary by a person I respect suggesting that the avenues I've been championing could do more harm than good. That's when I realized the limits of my own understanding. I saw that my sense of urgency stemmed not from certainty but from fear. I discovered that my only honest course of action was to turn my fear and my love over to the care of my higher power as I understood him or her. I could no longer pretend to know what's best for the person suffering. Now, this particular story is about a sister with brain tumor, but alcoholism is a family disease, and we must manage it as such, as if it's not unlike somebody suffering from brain tumor. I'm not a rocket scientist, a philosopher, or a wizard. Even if I were all three of these, I would still find myself looking off the edge of my understanding into the vast unknown. As I recognize my own limitations, I am more grateful than ever for a higher power who is free from such restrictions. And Plato says, time will change and even reverse many of your present opinions. Refrain, therefore, a while from setting yourself up as a judge of the highest matters. What's on your docket today, Judge? And from the peace cards, I interestingly drew, oh God, lead us from the unreal to the real, gratitude. And the other one was almost identical as that. I happened to draw two. Now, where is it? Anyways, I'll touch base with it. We're getting closer to the 9 minutes. Oh, here it is. And, oh God, lead us from the darkness to the light.